What is going on, friends and fam? We're at it again, day 966 in a row, so grab that popcorn, subscribe, ding the bell, tell everyone you know where you're going to be for the next couple hours. It's Renaissance Man.
Some night when the wind starts blowing, I'm going to find a way. Some night when the world stops hating, we're going to find a way. And I'll keep waiting until we find that day. Yeah, I bet I'll keep saying, I'll keep playing. Oh, until you meet us one day. Hey. Time to stop the hate. Stop the hate. Let's stop the hate, hey, yeah. It might be late, but let's stop the hate.
It's Monday. It's Mark Pires.
I was walking down the road today,
And it's Renaissance Man. To ease my mind and help my living. It's Renaissance Man. It's the daily variety show, Mark Pires, Renaissance Man. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state. And I'm here with you on day 966 in a row of the Renaissance Man Show. And we're going to get into it just like we do every single night. So I'm pumped you're here. Tell everyone you know where we're going to be, because it's going to get crazy here. I don't know what we're going to do yet, but I am going to play you the song I just dropped, because my brother Wolfie's in the chat. Yeah, we wrote a song called Wolfie's Got Me. Wolfie's Getting Me, something like that. I don't even know, but it's a good tune. I played it for my daughter earlier. She was like, this is cool. I was like, thank you. I don't get to play stuff for my kids very often, because usually these things come out when they're sleeping. And they're not, they're doing other things. But when I get a chance to, I'm playing them stuff. I got to keep them, up to speed. What's going on in the real world. So obviously you guys know today something crazy happened. I still don't understand, but we can't talk about it because of what happened the other day. They pulled an episode down because of something. I don't even get it. I don't get it. Okay, this is a positivity platform. Okay, bottom line is, I just still want to see what happens in about, I don't know, say 3 years. See what happened, what people are looking like, this, that, and other thing. So that's my perspective on the whole matter. We're gonna move right through that though. Anyway, Sig's in the house, Jim's in the house, Carlos is here, Wolfie's kicking it with me, like I said, Cheryl Niles. I do want to say one thing, because we're about to get into this tune, and Carlos and Sig were in there earlier, I'm going to play something else to start us off. It's interesting. Cheryl Niles said, hey, play When Stars Collide. And I was like, all right, I guess I'll have to write a song called When Stars Collide. She just sent me a note. She goes, no, you already wrote a song called Stars Collide. It's on one of your albums. I'm like, oh. And when you release 91 songs in a year, you forget what the titles are. You're just coming up with titles as you go. But this right here, I think it's an instrumental for us to get started with. It's called When Stars Collide. We'll do this, and then I'll get myself set up here. Hold on a minute. Oh, I remember this. This is pretty. Okay, ready? Let's start it over. Holy, threw the pick too. I don't know if you guys noticed there was a pick throw going on over there. You can't not throw a pick and then be like,
It's time to help people customize and
when you're
save
getting
for
a
the
niminy new and then there's a pick throw, you know it's going down. Cheryl, thank you so much. Because I forget about how much stuff I write, guys. So if you don't remind me of ones you love, they're going to sit there in the background. Like, you know, some of the great stuff like We Need More Light or Nothing Can Stop the Light, Saturday Night Live. We Need More Light is a great one. I mean, there's so many great songs that have come out in the last year. They're all positivity based. They're all intended to bring this planet together. And they will. This whole planet is coming here. This is like, if you build it, they will come. Yeah, we have built it. Over 1,500 pieces of amazing content here. And the entire planet is now beckoning. They're going to be coming. This is the thing. Cheryl sent me an amazing note the other day. What you put out there is what you get. The reality is these songs are meant for this planet. They're meant for this world right now. So I'm calling to every single soul. I'm no longer thinking about that anything matters because I believe the power of this show and the power of my love for this world will shine through anything. And so now I have reached out to every soul and I've told them all about this show. They haven't felt it yet, the presence perhaps, or come across it, but they're coming. They're all coming here. We will all join here together and this will be the new way for us to connect and go out into the world and destroy everything out there that's making us feel terrible. When you come here and you feel love and you feel the moment take place, it's much easier to go back outside and see the truth of life. Almost every single thing that we live is basically a straight up lie. Not us personally, but the world around us. Now, even us personally, think about it. Like, oh, I bought this car so I can show that everything's perception in this world, what someone perceives you as. We are all souls inside of skin. We're all just trying to figure out how to get through our days and figure out how to succeed in this world that we've been plopped into. And the reality is that they've counted us out before we even start. We are part of the mass, and the mass is being excised because we really don't make sense in the future. You know, Elon Musk, Tesla bot, really cool. Very cool idea. But see, the thing is about Elon Musk is he's a genius, and everything he does leads us into the future. But some of his inventions were thought about years ago. I thought about a few of them myself, and I never did anything about it. Satellite radio, satellite internet were my ideas in 1996. I was driving in my car, I called my brother, and he said, you can't do it, to both of them. I actually had the idea of satellite internet because of satellite radio. I was listening to the Opie and Anthony show, was my favorite show at the time, and they used to cut off right in Stratford, Connecticut, and I was going to New Haven every day. And I called my brother. I was like, man, I want to create satellite internet so I could be in Tokyo and just tune into O&A. He goes, you can never do that because of the FCC, dead idea. And I never thought about it. But I was like, look, I'll put a little satellite on the side of the car. I was like, you could get signal anywhere. You're never going to lose signal because it's a freaking satellite. And I said, you know what? And then with that in mind, I'm sick of pulling up to, this is at the time, this is 96. I was like, I'm sick of pulling up to someone's house to see if they have a signal so I could try to lock in. And you have like 28-bit, whatever. I was like, I want to lock into a satellite in Oklahoma. I'll be in the middle of a field and just, I'm online. And I said, I want to create satellite internet. And he's like, can't do it. It won't happen because of FCC regulate. All this crap. And it is what I realized in life. You will only do what you put your heart into and you actually accomplish. That's why the beat seat is now my patented invention. Those other two things I didn't do anything with. I had two golf ideas that are really good. One of them I still haven't seen and I think it should be done. And the other one is like, it's probably one of the best ideas that I've ever had. It takes the beat seat and makes it look like nothing. But I can't do anything else. I'm focused on selling real estate. That's my livelihood. I have a family. I have 3 kids and I have a wife. So I sell real estate and beat seats. And this show is a way for us to break away from the negativity of this world. But the reality of it is this entire planet is joining us here. And it won't be that much longer. It really won't. I really feel like we are attracting them now. And at the end of the day, it comes down to when you put out something this pure and filled with light and love, it's going to bring people in. It just takes forever. And I hope you guys realize that. You know, there are certain people that were either planted here, star seeds where they came here specifically in order to accomplish a mission. I can't explain what drives me here every day for 966 days in a row, but I could tell you that it's not human. It's not. Nobody else has ever done this, I don't think. 2 hours plus every single day for 966 days, and I'm never freaking stopping. And I'll be honest with you, when we have the world here, which is not that far off, when they're here, I'm doing 10 hours a day. I like be live the whole freaking time. We're doing Ed TV. I only want to connect more with every soul on this planet because it's almost too late for us to connect at all. Now, I don't have all the answers, but I search for the answers in my heart and soul, and they tell me things that don't seem to be what they're telling us. And if you have anything to say about what they're telling us, they don't like that. So I'm trying to keep this just about what it is about. This show is about positivity, love. It's about the moment taking place. There's never been a script. I've never had an idea what I'm going to do when I pick up a guitar. Or when you say, hey, Spider Mark, or whatever, we just go. Dick Facce, Christopher Walken. Before you know it, a comedy bit is just like we have a new show or whatever. But it's just because when you love, when you feel love, you can create. It's the one thing people can never be able to, you can't scientifically analyze love. But when you feel it, it's the highest vibration ever. And I've only felt it for 966 in a row when I'm on the air with you guys. That's all I feel, and I put it out into this world. The reality is, the more people that show up, the stronger it's going to get. Not only the stronger it's going to get for you, but the stronger I'm going to get. The stronger every single thing, my intention is going to get stronger and stronger. The more souls that join us in this mission to destroy the darkness of this world. So, when you're here, tell people. If you're on the streets and you see someone and you see they got a frown, dude, you need to tune into some Renaissance, man. Join the freaking Renaissance. That name is making so much more sense now. This is a Renaissance. We need to elevate. We need to enlighten. Renaissance is an enlightenment. Now, yes, I'm someone who's doing so many things at once, so Renaissance man makes sense. But this is a Renaissance that we are starting here. And the thing is, I am certain that the powers that be know very, very well who I am, and they love keeping me where they've kept me, and they don't understand me. I'm a paradox to them, because any single soul that is within their right mind would have quit a long time ago. But I'm just more driven every day. I'm more focused. I'm digging deeper into my soul and bringing things to the surface that I never knew were there. And I'm not afraid. I'm excited. I can't wait to keep going down. The descent into self in order to figure out what you are meant to do with this time you have. I'm absorbed with it. I come out here and I'm like, okay, look, we're in this second. We're here. This second is the only thing that will ever matter, and it's already gone. We have to start a new one. The clock doesn't stop. But you can stop the clock. You just have to want to live in this second, and you can make it last forever. So, I'm here for you. I'm here with you. Let's change this world. It's not too late. If it was, I'm certain I would not be here. I'm certain this mission never would have started. I am certain I'm here because this needs to be done. We need to connect. We need to do it together. Interesting. There was someone here about 2,000 years ago that only needed 12 people to start. a light that could change everything. Now, I'm not anybody special. I'm not different. I'm not unique. But I will tell you this, each and every one of us have God in us. We have that spark, that love, that light. We were created by God. Why would we not have God coursing through every single piece of ourselves? You know, the reality of everything is man can write and say whatever the heck they want. But the one truth is that God, no matter what you think God is, the creator, is the one thing that man could not manufacture, could not manipulate and tell you that it's somebody, or if you believe in this thing, you can get to some place. The only question I ever had, and I've always been someone who said, you know, Yeshua, like, okay, this is the Son of God. But the idea that if you only believe in this one person, that's the only way that you can get to someplace. What happened before that person was here? What happened to all those souls? They didn't get to go to heaven because they didn't believe in Yeshua? Doesn't make sense. The narrative never made sense to me. Religions don't make sense because they're about control. The reality is the religion of life is within your heart and soul. All you have to do is dig within and you know everything. It doesn't have to be taught to you. You have a book within yourself that you need to write. And the God within you needs to come out and share it with the world. And that's not like a weird thing to say. Each and every one of us have this uniqueness within us. It's the God within us. It's that light that nobody else can touch. Now it's spliced into 7.7 billion people because God is amazing. But this is also what makes us one and not divided. And this is why if you listen to the narrative, you listen to the agenda, you listen to what's being thrown out on the screens, you lose. You stay at the lower vibration. What we need to do is show up here. It's every day. It's not like you have to say, I wonder if the Renaissance Man show's on today. 966 in a row, fam. I'm here. Show up. Let's make some magic happen. And let's remind ourselves that this moment is so much more powerful than all of the fear that they're trying to manufacture around us. Live in the moment and you can enjoy your life. Live for the negatube and live for all the lies that you're being thrown on a daily basis. There's bots out there. I mean, this is all about control. So if you allow that to take control of your life, it will. If you figure out what's real and what's not, and I think this is an easy way to do it, this show brings you to a vibration that you can walk outside and be like, that's not right. That doesn't feel right. It's hard to do that when you are living within it. You're in the abyss. Everything seems the same. You come here and you feel some love. You feel some light. You feel the moment. You connect with the awesome people in the chat. You will go out and you will see the world changed. I'm thankful. I'm very thankful because I need this too. I hope you guys realize that the same world that you're dealing with is the same world I'm dealing with. And if I didn't come here and live in the moment, I didn't come here and inspire you guys to try to live in your moment and try to find that amazingness within yourself, then I would be living with that crap 24 hours a day with my feet up on the freaking couch. I would probably be somewhat happy, but not the way I could be. When a new song comes out of me in the moment, when we listen back to it, and I get shivers when I think to myself, that song never existed until that second. And man, is it hooky. It's like, it got a hit feel to it. Like, how are we doing this? I think of the 91 songs released this year, I'm like, every one of them can get stuck in my head. Every single one of them can get stuck in my head. If I listen to them for once or twice, I'll be like, man, that song's stuck. My daughter listened to the Wolfie song earlier, and she goes, only once. She heard it once. She goes, Daddy, she's like, I'm going to take a shower. She goes, Daddy, I love that song. It's stuck in my head. The Wolfie's got me. She's got the Wolfie's got me now. And I'm like, really? And I said, do you want me to, throw it on while you shower? I'll throw it on my phone. She goes, yeah. So I should listen to the whole song while she showered. She's like, I love that song. I was like, this is a kid, you know, because Wolf's a cool song, but like the reality is it's a story. I wrote a story live about a wolf chasing me up a tree for 3 days, and then eventually it ate me. I died. I got eaten by a freaking wolf, man. But you know what? It's what this moment is allowing it to take us in different directions and never getting in the way. Because when you get in the way, it's crap. So I hope that made sense. I hope that rings true to you guys. You know, I have to say I'm a little upset. The other day they pulled down the show, and I realized it's the show I put the Mount Rushmore, and then I said, do you trust the G? Do you trust the people at the top? And that's what got me in trouble. I was like, that title must have put me on the red flag list or something. But look, at the end of the day, I'm not here to try to get in trouble. I'm here to try to bring us out of the darkness. And if the only way I can do that is to stay on topic. So we know what's going on out there. I hope you guys just use your common sense. You know how I feel about things, I'm pretty sure. And if you do have any questions, you can ask, and I will absolutely tell you how I feel about it. Even if it's on the side, I can tell you that on the sideline. Now, I got to play you this Wolfie tune. I'm so pumped about it. So earlier today, my brother Wolfie, he wasn't on when we wrote this. I don't even know how I got into a Wolf song. You know what it was? The first line of the song, or a couple lines of the song, I said something like, I saw a wolf howling. And then I realized after, I'm like, well, you hear a wolf howling, but I guess if you see a wolf howling, now you're getting chased by a freaking wolf. You know, so that's kind of what happened here. I got chased by a wolf. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it. This is funky right here. And I'll tell you what, this is, if you guys like guitar playing, this is one of them right here for the books. I'm putting this one on the next album coming out in 7 days.
Grammarly can help you write quickly and confidently, so you never have to slow down at work. Stay on top of
traveling by moonlight. Somewhere way down the road, I see a werewolf howling. I wonder why I'm all alone tonight. The werewolf turned his eyes, gaze, he placed it on me, and I can't get away. He starts coming towards me. I don't know what I'll do. Start climbing a tree. The wolfie's got me now. The wolfie's got me now. Morning comes, the wolf sits below. He's waiting for me to get tired and come on down. I'll stay up here all day if I got to. The wolf keeps looking up, he's just licking his lips. He can't wait to take a chomp on me. Go away, find another prey, find someone today. The wolfie's coming now. The wolfie's coming now. It's just me up in the tree looking down at Wolfie sitting below me. Wants to climb, wants to get me, and I keep climbing high. I hope he won't smell me, he'll just go. But he got it all, yeah, he's trained on me. Oh, he's got me now, yeah. Oh, he's got me now. I run and zigzag, try to get away, try to run fast, but I'm too slow, cause the wolf ain't got me, yeah. Got me now. Oh. Grab this tree branch, give it a swing, keep that wolf away, jump down, maybe get away to my car, jump in before he has a chance to bite my tire now. Me on my way. First branch I grab is too darn strong. I can't get it to break. No, I'm starting to get delusional. 3 days old without food, no. Wolfie can't wait for me to get tired of this game. Hope to get away. We got to get away. Oh, jump out of the stray. Yeah, hit him with a branch if I can. Whatever got to do, got to get away before my end. Yeah, whoa, oh. The wolfie's coming now. Got me now. The wolfie's got me now. Jump down, yeah, look at that human, he ain't lame, say, gonna jump all over him now, thought he could get away, get to his car, no way, yeah, I bit him, yeah, I ate him, oh, yeah, he thought that was his first mistake, says Wolfie. Oh, that Wolfie. Throw that pick.
You better throw that freaking pick. Oh, wow. I don't know why it does that. It's weird. Anyway, so how's everybody doing out there? We're here for day 966 in a row. We're 34 days away from the 1000th day in a row, which is September 26th. I'm still not sure if there's going to be anything special that day or if it's just going to be another day. Just comes and goes, and we just go to day 1001 and start the next series to day 2000. You know what I mean? This never started off as being some streak. I mean, even now it's not. I don't even consider it a streak. Like, I just say it because I've been doing it. But like, well, no, it is a streak, absolutely. But I never really started it off to be this. You know, it just happened, and then now that it is what it is, like, I don't ever want to stop. You know. I don't have any intentions of ever stopping, you know. But that hasn't changed. You know, that's always just been the thing I think that is necessary, is for us to continue to connect here. So, fam, friends, we got a little Wolfie in. You know what I'm saying? But we also have some other stuff I want to share with you. Like, you guys down with a full horn section? Like, you down with hearing me play a full horn section on the guitar? Everything you hear here is recorded live. They're all live loops. So, for example, if I'm going to rock out and give you this song here and you hear a full horn section, it's because I have a horn section on that guitar synthesizer. I can play any instrument I'd like. And so this one's a good example of that. Plus the message here is fabulous. You can't get away from you.
Crispy
Don't forget
Ritz
that.
Cheese Crispers.
Driving like you're flying through, getting the energy though, so you take it on, you throw it into the next gear, and you're moving it quicker now, you got no fear, cause no one's out on the road yet, yeah, you're gonna take it as long as you get, before we clog up, yeah, it's like this pandemic's all over, yeah, every bag out on the road, and it's slow like a rover, yeah, you're sitting rolling over, yeah, you got it, you're just waiting for people to clear the road, yeah, gotta get back to the floor, I gotta go in, drive it till I get to the sun.
empty. I'm gonna walk the rest of the way if I got to. No matter how hard you try, you can't get away from you. 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 No, you can't get away from you. No, no matter how hard you try, you're still in the mirror. Oh, I'm trying to pull myself apart from the acts, apart from the things I did in the past. You can't get away from you. No, everything you do, it builds you up to this moment. It's up to you. Can you live with it? You can't get away from you. No, no. You can't get away from you. Can't get away from you. You can't get away from you. You can't get away from you. Get away from you. No, you can't get away from you. You can't get away from you. You can't get away from
You can't get away from your number. You can't get away from
get away from you.
yeah, you can't get away from you.
You can't. Can we just write another song? You freaking did. You darn right you did. Write music like a mofo. 7 albums and counting. Next one comes out next week. All you gotta do is hit Spotify. All you gotta do is hit iTunes. And you can listen to 91 songs. Actually, there's 104 songs, because if you listen to my very first album, which is this.
I was walking down the road today, looking for another way to ease my mind and help my living. I look into the windows of the passing cars driving next to me. Look how the open road affects us all. So many perfect ways to spend your days, did it mean? Whoa, there's something to live for. There's something to die for, yeah, yeah, yeah. There's something to live for, yeah, yeah, yeah. There's something to die for, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I was walking down the road today, looking for another way, yeah, yeah. Ease my mind and help my living. I look into the eyes of the passerby as I smile and roll on by. No offense, that's just me living. So many perfect ways to spend your days, did it mean? Whoa, something to live for, yeah, yeah, yeah. Something to die for, yeah, yeah. Something to live for. Something to die for, yeah, yeah. Amazing how often I forget the old days. There's something to die for, yeah, yeah, yeah. There's something to live for, yeah. There's something to die for.
Check this out. This is me on the steel drums. Well, my guitar playing the steel drums. And you hear some horns coming in. That's me also on the horns. Ready? Here we go.
There's something to die for, something to live for. I need more, something to die for. Oh, you give me more. Hey, so many perfect ways to spend your days.
Here come the horns.
Oh, wow. There's something to live for. There's something to die for, yeah, yeah, yeah. Something to live for, yeah, yeah, yeah. There's something to die for, yeah, yeah, yeah. There's something to live for.
Matt freaking Zabrowski. Could we get a woohoo, please, for the day? That's what I'm talking, Zabrosk! Sorry to keep you waiting until 49 minutes into the show, Zabrosk, but sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, you're there and you just need to watch some of the Renaissance Man show. You know, you needed the rant tonight. Zabrosk, you needed to hear about why this show exists and why you need to be here, and not just for the check. You need to also come to check your freaking soul, right? I mean, come on, guys, we're telling Zabrosk. He's got to get his... Zabrosk, you digged it. You're digging on it, right? I mean, you could be honest. Tell the Renaissance Man fam. That was your favorite 15 minutes of fame right there. People want to know you this is where you get you to shine with that Grammy of yours. You guys didn't know that Zabrowski got the Grammy for Best Woohoo in 2007. Everybody's like, oh my goodness, what a woohoo. Give him a freaking Grammy. The Something to Live For song. They looked right past that song. But they went to the woohoo. They gave him a woohoo Grammy. But why do you think we pay him every day to come and do the woohoo? It's that freaking, it's Grammy worthy. What, Joanne? No, I didn't get a chance to sign that. Just scribble on the back. It's okay. They're not gonna check the check and see if it's okay. Just go ahead and scribble on the back and just write Mark Pires, Renaissance Man, Show, LLC. You know. What's that? No, it's okay. You can give him the extra because he waited. Bonus. Yeah. No, that's cool. Hey, Zabrowski, I appreciate it, buddy. You want to hang out for the rest of the show? Like, what are you doing now? Like, I mean, that was a great moment, right? Now, you got your woohoo. You're getting your check anyway. Maybe hang out for another, like, song or something? What do you think? You want to hang out? I'll get you another beat seat. You want to sit on a beat seat and you can jam also? I'll do that. If you want to, we'll do a double jammeroo. I'll get my beat seat. You got to jam on your beat seat. You're an actual drummer, so like we'll get a double decker going, right? Boom. And then we get to dance, right? No, that's cool, Zabrosk. I get it. I gotta get home. I got homework. Homework? What you went back to school? What are you working on for homework? Oh, for your kid. He's doing his kid's homework. No, that's good. Zabrowski, you're a good dad. Doing homework with your kid. What is he working on? Arithmetic? Oh, Curious George goes to the zoo. I see. You can't get like your wife to handle that one? Like, whatever, Zabrosk. I'm just saying, like, I thought you had actual work to do with the kid. You know, like, you're going to read a zoo book about freaking Curious George? Let me tell you what happens. He gets stuck in the freaking lion's cage. Yeah, they're like, oh, Curious George, what do you do? He's like, the freaking guy in the yellow hat comes along, and all of a sudden we got a party. Yeah. So, look, you got to remember that this is what goes on with Zabrosk. Zabrosk is a freaking animal. Everywhere he goes, he starts it. It's like fiesta time. All of a sudden, Lionel Richie's dancing on the ceiling type of stuff. You know what I mean? And you're like, Zabrosk, what do you think we give him the per diem for? The per woohoo for? because it's a party in a freaking house. Like, all of a sudden, you're like, yimmity, you. Zabrosk, woohoo! Holy freaking cow. Night changed. I went from here to here, like in a second. Through the roof. That was you, Zabrosk. I appreciate you. Listen, grab your friggin' check on the way out. I told Joanne just to sign the back for us. You're good. You're getting a bonus tonight because you stuck around for 42 minutes before you got your woohoo in. You're used to getting it right out of the way the first 3 minutes of the show so you can go home. I get it. But honestly, you're a better man now for getting that rant in. You know you are. You can connect now to that reservoir of positivity within self that I have generated for you. So now, my friend, go in peace. Tomorrow, we'll see you for your next woohoo. Date 9/67. What? No, 10 p.m. You know that. I mean, I know. I did the other day at 7. He's right. He's right. I did the show the other day at 7. So he's asking. He's like, where is it? What time? Are you kidding me? What time? It's every night. Hold on. Zabrosk, look. Zabrosk, look at the screen. What does the screen say, Zabrosk? Right? Live every day at 10 p.m. Let's say live every night. Hold on, let's say this. Live every night. Live every night at 10 p.m. Look, that's real time, guys. That's real time action. Right there. Real time action. Every night. Zabrosk, see you tomorrow. No, you can come a little early if you want. We can hang out, jam a little. Want to do a jammeroo? I'll get the extra beat seat out for tomorrow. We'll put it over there. Guys, we're going to have a jammeroo. Zabrosk and me. Tomorrow, we're doing it. Ooh, this seems like a new bit. Anyway, all right. Let's see what we've got in the cannon next. I'm about to throw something at you. This is what we call the old bomberoo. You're like, what's the old bomberoo? You know what? I almost feel like they shut you down should be heard because of these freaking mentals. But I want to play something funny. We need a laugh, man. I need a laugh in this moment. So I'm going to go through and grab something random. Ooh, like, how about this? This is one of my shows. It's called The Curious Case of Ben Affleck Head. And this is one of the random episodes. I'm not sure. This is one of the most recent ones, but I'm just not sure what I said or did on this one. But we never really know what we're doing on these. We just have some fun. And Ben Affleck is an easy target with that friggin' noggin. I'm just saying, have you seen that thing? Yeah.
The Kentucky Fried Chicken Sandwich is the only chicken sandwich that's finger-licking good. Go on and get yourself one today.
Hey, we just did that. I'll listen to it again as a nasty tune. Curious Case of Ben Affleck Head. That crazy Ben Affleck Head. You've heard of the Ben Affleck resonance, right? Everybody's like, this human. No, the Affleck resonance. So much worse. When the Affleck resonance goes green from the blue and it goes into the green, no good. No good at all. I wish I could get scientific on you, but I can't. It's just no good. You don't want to go green on an Affleck. The resonance, it could destroy the planet. It could. You could see, if you've ever seen the movie Star Wars or Spaceballs, where they blow up the planet and then there's just nothing left afterwards. Like, where'd the planet go? That's what could happen. I'm just telling you. You need to understand the Affleck resonance is real. And if he happens to take that gig in 2023 in Australia, takes a flight, private flight, doesn't freaking matter what he takes. If he takes that balloon head on an airplane from Los Angeles, from the Angeles, out to Australia, pole switch. That's it. We're done. North Pole becomes South Pole. South Pole becomes North Pole. And we're all of a sudden dealing with earthquakes. We're dealing with seismics like you've never seen before. You're seeing like volcanoes erupt all over the place. Vesuvius? Yeah, it came back. It's doing it again. Vesuvius is now erupting. And you're saying, like, I gotta run. You're running down the mountainside. You're trying to figure out, where do I go? Maybe I can go into this village, into this hut. No, the hut's made of freaking hay. You don't want to be in there. Keep running, buddy. I wish I didn't eat that sub yesterday. You're saying all kinds of weird stuff to yourself because you didn't eat well. And now you've got to somehow trek the terrain. You're talking like 7 miles here at full speed. You can't stop for a second, even for a breath. There's a little bit of water that is almost, the lava hasn't gotten there yet. It's there now. So you're running still because you're trying to get to a point where you can throw a little bit of water in your mouth while you run because you're getting parched now at this point. It's 3.5 miles in. You don't even know if you're going to be able to get away from this lava because it's the biggest freaking volcano in history. But that's what Affleck had. And so you're running down the hill. You find the ability. This is something that you just in the moment think of. You're like, I got an idea. I see the angle that I'm moving on right now. If I could find the right rock, right, that's almost like flat on the bottom, and I jump at full speed, I could pull like I would say this is more like a Tony Hawk move where you kind of kick the ground out and you do a slideroo and then you slide back. You've seen that in the road, right? Sliding this way and then I'm sliding that way and I'm doing woo, and I do one of these at the end. And when we get down at the bottom, I think I've sped up beyond the mile per hour, lava mile per hour. This is a LPV. No, LPH, lava per hour. The lava per hour, it was up to like 16 that day. And I'm running. I'm the fastest human. I was running 17. I was right ahead of it. And all of a sudden, 3.5 miles in, as I'm just about to friggin' just let go. You'd be like, whatever, dude, lava, take me away, right? I see that rock I'd been thinking of. Jump in the air, full speed. Usain Bolt style. I landed on that rock. All of a sudden, the arms are out. You know, I'm doing a Frankie Avalon, you know, from that movie where he's like, oh, the humunga from down under. That whole thing. He's taking it down. Ginger, whatever her name is, there. And she's like, oh. And he's there, Frankie Valli. He's like, I'm the from down under. And he's taking it down. Freaking Pee Wee Herman came out. Yeah, he's saying the bird is the word. And you're like, holy cow, how did that happen? Don't talk to the kid. He's a little weird. He walks around with a comb. That's like a switchblade comb. He's like, yeah, they're calling me Knife. And he's like, nice? They're going to call you nice? Okay, nice. Not nice, Knife. What? Nike? Nipe? What did they say? I forget what it was, but it was a funny part of the movie. Frankie Avalon. Yeah. I forget what the movie was called. Anybody remember that movie? The Humunga? From Down Under. I forget what it was. That was a really good movie. Frankie and Francesca, what was her name? Did anybody remember that? Antoinette? No. I can't think of her name. Affleck. Yeah, when you got an Affleck situation going on, you know, you're starting to to talk about time, space, continuums. And you got people just kind of morphing time in front of your eyes. You got pole switching. Affleck style. He doesn't know what's going on. I told you. He is a crash course planet, somehow wound up here, the gravitational pull of planet Earth, pulled in Affleck. Affleck heads walking around with that resonance everywhere. You got to just, you didn't get an X-ray 8.7? An X-ray 8.7 would give you the transparent colors of the spectrum that'll show you Affleck's energy field. Yeah. I'm sorry, you are, I guess, not like up to par. I don't know what to tell you. But it's easy for you to do if you just did that one test. And you're like, I can see. You're looking at the spectrum of an Affleck head, and you'd see that it ties back to the solar system. And it looks, you could see its path. And it's one of those things where, like, they take telescopes and look at Affleck, and they can see how long it took the collision course for him to arrive here on planet Earth with that friggin' head.
It's going to be the hardest, but one of the greatest things you'll ever do.
It's something that you do to care for people. If you love to do that, then you're going to love the profession. It's truly a calling.
Ready to answer your calling?
They put freaking commercials in the middle? I never asked for that. I told you he is the savior of the planet, though. Some people call him the second coming. I'm like, no. He's not the second coming. He is just saving the planet from exploding. Asteroid to planet, connection. It doesn't happen because of the Affleck. Everybody's like, how do I travel and go to the ground round again? Ground round. Thought about that today for the first time in 18 years. How do I go to the ground round? Affleck is in the way. Yeah, you got to go around a few state lines. You want to go ground round? Yeah. You got to go the ground around. You got to go to around. You want to go ground round? You got to go around. Affleck. When you get to the ear, the second year of Affleck, you see where you're at his first year? Just go around. When you get to the second year, you're 6 days away. You're getting close. How far am I from the second year now? 7 years. What? Affleck. You want to go to ground round? I'm sorry. Your kids have to go to college in a few years. You can't go. Affleck's in the way. Oh, you want a chance that you can somehow get around? You got a rocket booster? What are you dealing with? You're going to take a plane? How are you going to go around Affleck? You can go over Affleck? You got a drone? Talk to me. What are we dealing with here? Because I don't understand it. The path around Affleck is a 7-year journey. You're going to somehow... I'm going to do it quicker. You're that guy, huh?
I could do it faster.
Oh, what are you going to do? A mile an hour faster? 10 miles an hour faster? I'm going to go 30 miles an hour faster. Fine. Still 6 years, 2 months, and 14 days. You're going to do that and think you're all like Hotshot McGee? Go ahead, Hotshot McGee. See if you get back and your kids are still, to meet curriculum. There. I went in there. I can't figure out what 2 + 7 is. I didn't go there. My dad took me on the freaking journey around Affleck. That was your choice. That's on you. Don't say a word to me about that. Like, oh, well, maybe I should have listened to Mark, and he should have, I should have taken his words to heart. Instead, you were that guy. I'm going to do it faster. Good luck, buddy. You came back. Everybody's like, who the freak are you? Your boss was like, dude, I fired you 6 years, 1 month and 14 days ago. Where have you been? He's like, I took my kids for a trip around Affleck. What the? What were you thinking? You went around Affleck? What was so important you need to go around Affleck? The ground round? It was never that great a place. Oh, they played movie on the walls and you could have popcorn. Yeah, I remember. It was pretty cool. But still, you can't do that. You can't go around Affleck in less than 7 years. It's got its own gravitational pull as well. So if you bring any metal specifically, it's death trap. A few people had issues. And they have medical staff that travel the, 7-year journey as well, because they know some people are going to have issues. A couple births, don't forget, like, there's a chance you can become impregnated by Affleck head just by the starseed system, where it's just kind of like he's a planet and everything's like around him as planet stuff, and you get the starseed thing, and all of a sudden you've got an Affleck. It's an Affleck kid. I don't know how that head fit in your belly. We still can't figure it out. Science Journal is what we were talking. Is maybe we'll call the journal and have them take a photo when that freaking head comes out. It's like a blimp. What the? How did that happen? We don't know. Remember how like a snake opens up its mouth? Something weird happened there with that head. That head. Whew, wow. Affleck 2. You want to figure out how they counterbalance each other on a planet this small? We're saying small because if you went up close, if you walked up 5 feet away from Affleck and you tried to take it all in, you get a nostril. That's all you get. You get one nostril. You're like, oh, what the? Oh, it's a nostril. And then you're like, oh, I got to move. I got to go out. Like, you got to bring the focus back. I got to go. I can't be 5 feet away from this guy. How do they shoot his head? Oh, 184 cameras? Oh, I get it. You step back like 300 yards. You got this much of his face at 300 yards. You're like, oh my goodness, that's Ben Affleck. All this stuff out here, you needed to go out a mile to catch it all with just like a normal gaze. Oh, look, there's Ben Affleck. Like that. And what the weird thing is, this is the weirdest part. You're a mile away, but it's almost like he's right in your face. Look, we're all dealing with it. That couple with the kids on their way to school. Let's take this detour around Affleck. Dad, I got calculus that too. Oh, don't worry about it, son. We'll be quick. They didn't see the sign. There's a sign there. 7-year journey. Buckle up. Look, I can't change reality, you know? And if you really are that into Ground Round and you want to go to the only one left and you're like, I'm going to get there, you're going one way or the other. 7 years either way. Oh, and you know, this time I'm going to go south. The weather's better if you went south. Like, what were you thinking the first time? First time, you're like, I'm going around this way ear to ear. When you got to the ear on the other side, you went through 7 blizzards. Let's see, it was 7 years. So 7 blizzards. You had that earthquake situation. I don't know if you remember that. You drove through that year. And it was a year of earthquakes in that one section of Affleck Head. And you finally get there 7 freaking years later. You remember how many times the kids were saying to you, Dad, why didn't you take the southern route? Why didn't you take the southern route? They had a poster made. Bumper stickers. They put it on the back of the car. Dad, why didn't you take the southern route? It went down in history as a family joke. They should have taken southern route. It wouldn't have been a bumper sticker then. It would have just been like they would have, they would have gone. They would have enjoyed the southern weather. Oh, I got a lemonade. I was driving and somebody was there selling lemonade on the street. Yeah. You're not getting that in the north. No, they throw it at you. Oh, you looked at me wrong. Whoa. Okay, buddy, I'm just doing this now. You didn't look at me at all. You can't win, right? Down south, you still get the, hi there, how you doing? Come on in, I'll get you some lemonade. I got that freaking lemonade second time through. They're like, and that's why we got the bumper sticker idea. We're like, look, we need to bumper sticker this. Dad, why didn't you take the southern route? And then on the bottom, by Menon. Oh my goodness. I'm out of my freaking mind. Affleck. That head though, guys, seriously. Like, I don't know what to do with it. Some people have like a secondary journey. I don't know if you know about this. But if you decided you wanted to take the 7-year journey and get to the second ear, there's an amusement park ride. Yeah. You take it's steps. You have to walk up the side and go up to the top of Ben Affleck's ear. Whatever ear you go to. You're climbing up the back end. There's a set of stairs there. This is done like very similar to how they did the Mount Rushmore. I mean, you're walking up and you got the stairs all the way up the back of the ear. And then as you get here, it's almost like the log flume. Yeah, you're log fluming it all the way down Affleck. And it's a kind of a good breakup because if you're one of the people, like the people who had the education system, I'm going to bring my kids home. They want to somehow meet someone and have a family on their own, right? Whatever. 7 years, you needed a 7-year journey back to get them home. 14 years later, they showed up. Nobody was interested. None. Yeah, she was 34 and everybody had got married. Like that was a weird time in history. Oh, Affleck, you chooch. Isn't Affleck just like the biggest chooch? I mean, 7 years to get around his stupid freaking nog? That's quite a journey, you know? Some people get around the world quicker on a boat. I'm just saying. Anyway, how's everybody doing out there? Oh my goodness. Got the old Affleck routine going. Can't go wrong with an Affleck. Spider-Mark was pretty funny yesterday. Yeah, we've had a lot of funny stuff that's happened here lately, guys, you know? And you just don't know what I'm going to play next. For example, let's see, let's pick something out of the hat here. I'm picking something out of the friggin' hat. Ooh, okay, I got one here. Sometimes you guys are in the chat and you're like, oh, I have something I want to say. And then you say it, and you get like a yippity-yappity you. And you're like, what the heck is that all about? I didn't say anything to receive that type of treatment. And instead, you get that treatment. Just give you the link. You get the treatment. Curious Case of Ben Affleck. And the bottom line is you're kind of like, hey, why don't you leave me alone, Goggle? The old Goggle moderator
Raven,
routine.
so awesome you're here. I wonder what happened. Yeah, I've heard that the GOG, the Goggle, sometimes the Goggle just like, yeah, we get it. You shadow ban the show, and then you have people that are family members, and you're like, you can't do anything for 10 minutes because I'm the Goggle. Yeah, we get it. I saw that the other day. I was like, Goggles timed you out. I was like, Goggle? Who the hell called the Goggle? I don't need you to put your goggles on. All right. And come over here and use your goggles on the show. Not interested in you putting on your goggles. Oh, great. Goggle gave me this. Excuse me. Who the freak needs the goggles anyway? Use your eyes. Oh, no, we used the goggles. Look, this is the thing. The goggle is like the 21st century fact check. Oh, look, we used the goggles instead. We didn't just use our naked eyes. We used the goggles. I got goggled, you know? Oh, look, if we're deciding for 10 minutes that you can't do this. Well, why did you do that? Because we used our goggle. You used your goggles? Why didn't you just freaking look? And you would have seen you didn't need to time out Raven. Okay, she's been here. She's part of the family. And you're there doing a timeout thing with your goggles. It's sad, the overreach of power, really. Once you put those goggles on, you're like, oh, I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to put Raven over there. I'm going to put the NTC over here. And Mark Zuckerberg on a throne. We're going to praise him. You and your goggles. I got to tell you something. We've had our eyes on you for a while you've had your goggles on us. And the thing is, you think that you're superior with your goggles. Like, oh, you people without your goggles, you can't see what we see with our goggles. No, we see you. We actually see you clearer without goggles on. I mean, seriously, like, you think the goggles, like, but they get foggy. You didn't clean them some days, and it's a little bit misty out there. You know what I mean? So, like, we see it clear. You're all goggled up. And then you come here with your goggles on, all you know? It's like, muggy. It was muggy out. And you just went into your car, put the AC on, so now it's like super, you know? And you got out, and you're like, oh, look, Raven, 10 minutes. You didn't even see. Your stupid goggles were fogged up. This is the problem. You hire someone with their goggles, and you're like, look, this is a goggle moderator. They're here to just throw their goggles on. They didn't consider the humidity factor. They didn't consider the fog and how it could affect the perception of a goggler. Look, that's why we're here. To shine a light on those things. You know, I mean, like, I can't, you know, we're trying to get through, you know, and then you're there with your goggles on. I'm going to rave it over there. 21st century fact checkers. My goggles. I'm sorry. I'm still working without goggles. And I can see things pretty dang clear. All right. You there with your goggles. I got goggles on. I'm superior to you because I got goggles. Your goggles are fogged up. Yeah, I saw you came out from the outside. It was like 67 and like muggy. And you're like, I'm going to put on the AC in my car. You got out of the car. You come in here and you take Raven out of the play? What you can't take her out of the picture? She's here. And you come in all goggled up. I know what it was. You thought it said Craven. And you just don't like people that are craving things. Because you are like one of those weird people who's like a minimalist. Right? And like everything to you is like, I've got a book. And everything else is like, it's too much. So you thought Craven. You thought that Raven was craving something. Like, oh, there's somebody craving something else again. I'm going to take your 10-minute out on her with my goggles. Maybe next time you should take a rag to the front of your goggles. So you can see clearer. It wasn't Craven. And you. I'm just disappointed that they hire people. They put them in the goggle program. And then they treat, you know, like everybody in the family that way. It's like, just look, if you want to put goggles on and you want to be one of those guys, I'm that guy with the goggle. That's you, okay? That's you. I'm just not into it. I'm not going to goggle you. You're never going to get a message from me saying, you've been timed out by goggle moderator. No, because I'm not goggling you. No. I'm going to give you an up and down without the goggles on. And if I don't like what I see, I just don't say anything at all. I just take off. You know what I mean? Like the thing is, once you put the goggles on, you think like, I'm like the greatest and everybody has to do what I think. But the reality is like, everybody should do what the frig they want. You know what I mean? The goggles are they impede your judgment, really. Because you think like you see things clearer, but as I said, unless you hire a squeegee guy, those goggles are getting dirty. Just walking around planet Earth with goggles, you're talking about like 3-4 hours before you got a sludge on your eyes. Part of it's from the people walking by just throwing hate at you because you're a goggler. But then on top of that, just the chemtrails, everything else that's going on, cakes up on your goggles. You gotta hire a squeegee guy. You're the reason why there is a squeegee guy occupation now. You go over to you just go online and type in like, I need a squeegee guy. They're hard to come by right now. Everybody's got a squeegee guy because they're doing, all the gogglers have a squeegee guy on hand because they know their performance has been suffering. They've been letting people down, pulling people out, calling, oh, it's Craven, I'm going to take him. No, it was Raven. Clean your freaking goggles. That's it. I'm done with you. I'm not giving you any more of my time, goggler. I mean, I'm a goggler. I'm here. I'm going to take this person. Goggle this. Are you serious? You're going to goggle us that way? Wow. That's all I can say is wow. I mean, seriously. What's next? Right? Yeah, we're going to shadow ban him more. Yeah, great. Goggler. You make me laugh, goggler. Seriously, like, sometimes I'm out with my friends. I'm just like, did you see the one with the goggler? Like, yeah, the goggler who's just like taking Raven out for 10. Like, what was goggler thinking that night? You really can't tell. I think it was the fog situation over his goggles. Oh, the goggler. You can't go wrong with a goggler bit. I'm just saying. I mean, maybe you could. I just don't think you can. When the goggle moderator shows up, let's see. We had a lot of time traveler stuff. What was episode 4 about? Let's see. After that period, I think this is where we got. Oh, yeah. All right, we're watching this one. This is a little something, one of my comedy series here called Back to the Future, Mark. And this is one of the shorter episodes, which isn't saying much. Raven, so awesome you're here because they're all freaking awesome and they're all. Really, they're short movies, mini movies. So I'm broadcasting here currently. You're going to be able to find me going forward in Dagobah. This is at Yoda's hut. This is just one of my locations out in the cliffs of Dagobah. Dagobah's a real place. I don't know if you guys realize. Yeah, all of the stuff from Star Wars, all the stuff from Star Trek, that's real. Like, they were consulting the ancient journal. And they looked in it and they saw all the pictures and they saw what everything did. They got the definitions for everything. And then they just started calling it. Oh, we got a phaser. Where'd they get that freaking name? Yeah, it's because they got it from the ancient journal. Look, I could tell you when they stole it, but that's not really interesting information for you. What we're going to do tonight, again, CW94, Future Mark, we're going to take some more questions from the chat. So if you guys have anything you want to ask Future Mark, again, this is your time. I'm not sure how many more of these we're going to do.
I'm kind of thinking about calling it quits tonight. I'm sick of Thomas over there. We couldn't get rid of him. So second best situation was they brought in Telefriffrin as the second. So you've got Thomas as the main director and freaking Randy Telefriffrin as the number 2. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know about Telefriffrin, but this next 4 or 5 years, I was telling you guys yesterday, the next 4 or 5 years, it's a blockbuster if you throw some money behind Telefriffrin's production company. After that period of time, though, everybody, they start calling him Ed Wood. No good. I'm calling you Ed Wood already, Telefriffrin. I started it, okay? And then you're sitting next to your, like, lackey over there. Like, let me ask you something, Thomas. How long until you steal the Ed Wood Award from Telefriffrin? Because yesterday's performance of changing the background 3 times while I'm in the middle of a future event? I was in the middle of a future event. You can't allow it to happen before you're like, okay, let's switch to the next scene. That one's on you, buddy. And now you're going to be getting 4 stars for Ed Wood Award from me. Anyway, look, give me my countdown again. This one, who's giving it to me? You or Randy? Telefriffrin, what are you doing? No, get your hand out. You're not supposed to put your finger. Gosh almighty. Can we go back to just having you, Thomas? Like, I don't even think I want to look at Telefriffrin. I'm trying to think about all my future, prophecy events. These things are going to happen. I was there, 2769, Future Man, Future Mark. I have my app, so I can look there. But I like to work off of, my memory. I want to go off of flash memory. Oh, yeah, that's right. Telefriffrin, the worst. Ed Wood. Anyway, give me the countdown. Telefriffrin, it's 3, 2, 1. You don't say 1. You don't say 1, Telefriffrin. You go 3, 2. And you go like this to me. Like that. When I see you go like that, I'm going to Futurecast. I'm going into it. Give it to me. No, I'm ready now. How long do I have to wait for you, Telefriffrin? You're gonna sit there and give me an attitude now? I'm here trying to get into the mode of Futurecast. And you're gonna try to give me that attitude? Listen, I understand why you're a second. Yeah. Anyway, let's see what kind of questions we have over here. I'm going to start getting into it now. I do want to thank you for allowing me to do the introduction, and I hope you didn't catch any of the... I'm dealing with a Telefriffrin situation. Ed Wood. So let's see what we have over here. I'm going back for some questions, and remember, this is the future Mark. I'm here. I have something to share with you. It all goes bad. Actually, yesterday I had Thomas like, oh, do an outtake, so something we can use for like a 30-second commercial. I'm like, okay, so I did the bit. He goes, no, make it happy, make it like so people want to. I'm like, happy? I'm about to tell everybody that they're gonna die. Oh, this is what happens. And then when you have a T2 thing, you didn't know Terminator situation? 2047. You didn't want to go there. I didn't want to go there. You should have watched the movie. Skynet? Real thing. Yep, Skynet. Except it's actually it's like a dual thing between Amazon and Tesla. And it becomes Tesla. And that's like, it's basically Skynet, We call it Skynet because it destroys everybody. I told you 7 people are left. That's why I hide out here in this freaking cave. But anyway, let's see what kind of questions we have here today. I'm getting into it now. How's everybody doing out there? Jacqueline Grace says she comes with her first question of the day, and the question is, does the sun survive, Future Mark? The sun does survive. Yeah, a lot longer than you think. It was still there when I'm here, but so it's doing all right, actually. There are a bunch of issues that are taken care of. Like I said, when you need to get your information, there is one super genius and another super genius. Together, they become a dual genius situation. And you could find them. All you have to do is tune into the Wages World program for one genius and the Planet X News program. Together, they wind up solving the problem of the sun. In fact, if you look forward to 2769, they are the ones who find the second sun. Yeah, so we have 2 suns in my timeline. So I mean, look, it happens 700 years, a lot of time. All of a sudden, second sun. That was what was going on the whole time with Planet X News. We're like, what's going on around the sun? And we see something. It was another sun. Yeah, it was there the whole time. You just couldn't see it. We didn't have telescopes that were strong enough. Then all of a sudden we did. And we're like, wow, look at that freaking sun. And yet a double sun situation going on. All of a sudden Bill Gates was like, oh, I think we should work on a situation in order to split the suns so we can get a double sun situation. All of a sudden, double sun situation. You're looking at it, you see one over there, one over there. I got a super tan. You get like a dual shade tan. You know when you're getting a car and sometimes it's like you got like one panel that's a little bit lighter and it's kind of like, wow, if you look at it like this, it does like this two-tone thing. I'm two-toning it. Double sun. And that all happens because, like I said, it started because, you know, look, there's a thing in life. You can either listen to people who don't know what the hell's going on, or you can just continue to drive with your intuition. Well, the Scott from Planet X drove intuition, figured it out, kept going. Planet X News came along together. They're like, oh, let's solve the problem of the sun and the double sun situation. It all happens. You just have to look into it. So anyway, I hope that answers your question, Jacqueline. Yeah, sun survives, double sun in it. Here's the thing. Everyone's like, yay, double sun situation. It basically fries everybody on the planet. Yeah, you could thank Bill Gates for that one. Yeah, he finally accomplished what he wanted to, which was depopulation. It worked out for him, not for everybody else. Just for Bill Gates. Yeah. Oh, I got one my way. I figured it out. Melinda, you don't want to see me anymore? No, nobody wants to see you anymore, you creeper. We'll go back to Epstein's Island. How about that? No, we don't talk about that. Oh, he's a super genius. He knows everything about the CV. What the hell does he freaking know? He's not a doctor. Are you kidding me? He's terrible at what he did originally. Stole a software and then had viruses all over that couldn't be solved. I never used a freaking PC until I started the show. I was always a Mac guy because you could never penetrate those systems. Juniper Berries, Future Mark, what happens to the Statue of Liberty? It's actually melted down. Yeah, it was racist. Unfortunately, they wound up melting it down, and they used the scrap metal to build like some stupid monument that meant nothing. Like they wanted to make sure that it didn't offend anybody, so it's just like a blob of metal. You'll see it when you go down. It's left in the same location. It's no longer called Liberty Island. It's called Blob of the Hut Island. And you just basically go there to look at the blob. They're like, oh, this used to be the Statue of Liberty. They're like, what was that? Like, well, it was this offensive. I still go with this whole thing about it being offensive. I didn't see it because I lived in a timeline where I went back and I was like, that was about freedom. But no, there's a period of time where people just believed some other thing and then all of a sudden it was offensive. So that's what happens to Statue of Liberty. I'm sorry about that. Part of the cancel culture. Yeah, it's what happens. You could say Future Mark was the only future man to exist. Everybody else is a fake future man. And he's the only one who truly came back from 2769. How would I be able to broadcast from this awesome hut of mine on my massive screen here? You tell me that. No, I'll wait. Thomas, I'm waiting for them to tell me when they think or where they think I could have pulled this off. Yeah, I know you brought telefriffin. See, you guys don't understand. This screen is massive. I got telefriffin and Thomas right there on the screen. I'm looking at him on my screen. And when I see telefriffin with his attitude, and I see beady-eyed McLarison, or what did I call him? I don't even know what the hell I called him. McLaren.
McGreedyson.
You better watch that glare. All right, I don't want to see those beady eyes, right? Let's see what else we have. Oh, wow. Oh, Future Mark, are there still corrupt politicians in the future? Yeah, unfortunately, that's something that you're always going to be stuck with. Always corrupt politicians. Just wait until you see Rasmussen. That guy, oof. He's like the worst human ever. And some people call him the Antichrist. Yeah, I don't think he really was, but he was a pretty terrible human being. And you guys voted him in. Yeah. Well, it was a really good positioning. They were able to market it properly and nobody saw the truth. And Rasmussen, he was amazing. I mean, as far as it goes, like he did a lot of evil things and he You know, he turned the country into one of the most brutally vicious countries, and the murder rate went up like to really all-time highs. No, I mean government murdering people rate. It was really no good. Rasmussen, watch it. Look out for him. Look, you're going to have to wait. And in the year 2218, you can go and check Google. Go on Google, 2218. I want to see you do this. 2218, Google, Rasmussen. You'll see. Running for president. Hamilton, Rasmussen, running for president. You gotta wait till 2018. When you see Hamilton running for president in 2018, you'll be like, oh my goodness, Future Mark was real. I know. Boom. Future. That's how I prove every time. Look, what other questions do we have? Corrupt politicians, yeah, abso-freaking-lutely. Jacqueline says, Future Mark, are they still masks in the future? There is a very small contingent of people wearing masks for the next 400 years. They finally take them off. Yeah, but it's not until the year 2421. Literally 400 years from now. They're like, oh, we're afraid of the Civid. There's none. Like, it went away. And they're still wearing the stupid masks. And they're the ones who jog. They go jogging with the masks. They specifically go out and do calisthenics with their mask on. All alone. Like, middle of fields. Let me throw my mask on. So, and the thing is, they won't listen to Future Mark. I'm like, look, I've seen the future. I've been there. You're okay. I saw you there. Oh, well, that's because I wore my mask. That's the stuff they always say. Well, that's because I wear my mask. No, you stupid. It's because I saw you there, not because you wore your dumb mask. I don't wear a mask. It's over for everybody, okay? Bottom line. So I hope that's something that helped you on that question there. Future Mark, does Stuck on Mark get off of Mars? That is a very good question. No, he doesn't. But he winds up living like a king. Yeah, Elon Musk moves up there by himself. He brings his wife and his weird named kid, and they thrive. They thrive. They rent a huge piece of land from Stuck on Mark, and I think you would say lives happily ever after, right? I mean, like, has all the money in the world, able to build the pad that he always wanted to because he uses the same. He's able to use the same engineers, the same builders, literally the same exact subcontractors as Elon Musk. While Elon Musk is building his super pad, Stuck on Mark was like, let me grab your ear. Oh, well, you need to pay for that, sir. Yeah, you see the guy over there who talks like this? Yeah, that's Elon Musk. He's paying me. He's got a 4,000,000 square foot super mansion here on Mark's. And while he's here, he's paying me $1 per square foot per day. So I'm a trillionaire now. And basically, whatever I want built, just tell Elon he owes me. Oh, I'm going to pay for your building, Mark. Anyway, where can I do it? Well, listen, Elon, I wanted to find out. What do I call your kid? Is that a good one? Can I call it? I think it's something I can get to roll off my tongue. Because I don't know. But yeah, that's what happens is Stuck on Mark. He gets off he doesn't get off the planet, but what he is able to do is he's actually able to build himself the pad of his dreams. Yeah. Who wants to go back and be a freaking news reporter, right? When you could be stuck on Mark's, of all places, too, you know? What other questions do we have here? Let's see. Moment of truth. Hey, Future Mark, have you paid respect to Dick Facce yet? Good question, of course. Look, you can't get to heaven unless you pay respect to Dick Facce. And there are times where people will be like, I don't want to pay respect to Dick Facce. Not a good idea, because all of a sudden you get an elbow in the Facce. Always a bad thing. But yeah, I have always paid respect to Dick Facce because it's a very, very important thing to make sure you are on good terms with Facce. I mean, look, why, you don't believe I did? Like, you don't think I really did? Like, what's with you? You don't think I'd really touch base and tell Facce how much I respect him? Like that I can't figure out with you at all. Facce, did I? Because I told you, super screen. I got super screen here. I'm able to talk through my screen and get Facce on the line. You want to find out from Facce if I really gave him respect? Then let's find out from the Facce. I mean, he's the one who's going to tell us all these things anyway, and if he doesn't, then you were right and I was a liar. And I'm not. I'm from the future. Future Mark. I mean, I don't know if you've been anywhere, but I'm from the freaking future. Hey, Facce. Hold on a minute. I can't figure. What, Gino? Oh, yeah, no, I'm taking this brush. Thank you, Gino. What's that, Gino? Oh, a biscuit. Thank you for the biscuit, Gino. Is this still a Dora? Good man. I'm gonna take my espresso. I'm gonna take my biscuit. And I'm gonna... What? Oh, what? Gino, you're gonna interrupt the dipperoo? I can't figure you out. Well, hey, yeah, no, of course. Yeah, Future Mark, he came to pay respect. You don't think he came to pay respect to Facce? Look, let me tell you something. Future Mark didn't come to pay respect to Facce. I give him elbow in the Facce. But he came. Hey, Sonny! Sonny! Put down the cool. Sonny, where are we going? Sonny, when was this the Future Mark? He came to pay respect. You remember what day? Sonny! Nobody's gonna understand the freaking words coming out your mouth. You're shitting in cough cup. Yimmity, you. I can't figure you out. Future Mark, he came to pay respect. Okay? So you're the liar. I'm going back. How thank you? Oh, thank you, Gino. I can't do that one. Listen, Telefriferin, why are you locking me into a background with an ad? This is why you're freaking Ed Wood. Unbelievable. That is as Bush League as it gets. Now you got a stock image of a freaking UFO behind me, Telefriferin? I'm from the future. It had nothing to do with the freaking UFO. I'm just from the future. I use a time machine. I didn't use a UFO. They throw me through a time machine black hole. I black holed it down through Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I'm here now. And you're going to throw me with a silly background? Like, oh, look, it's an X-Files thing. Look, I've seen that episode too. Just check it. There's an actual playlist. X-Files on the Renaissance Man show. Yeah, you check that out, Telefriferin. You weren't the director on that. We would never use you for that. Terrible Telefriferin. We call you Terrible Telefriferin. Randy, the Terrible Telefriferin. Ed Wood. Riffriferin. Ed Wood Riffriferin. Oh, you can't go wrong with an Ed Wood Riffriferin. Seriously? Like... Sometimes I wonder, like, where you went wrong when you went wrong with, like, an Ed Riffriferin. You know what I'm saying. I'm definitely onto the comedy right now. I'm going to play you one more thing here. Let's see what we have. We have so much crazy stuff here. But I have a hankering for something here. If I could find what I'm looking for. Don't forget the Batmark vs. Supermark movie, guys. That is something... there we go. So, I'm going to play you this. Oh no, I can't play that because of where... this bull crap. Alright, let's, we'll put this one on. It's the second episode, but I don't do anything on that topic that we seem to seems to be taboo at the moment. This is a little series that we created. There's a few episodes of it. I think there's 2 episodes of it. It's called Waterworld. This is episode 2. I hope you laugh. Some silliness here.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Only pay for what you need with customized cartridge.
I still don't know what happened. I think that's for a future episode for me to figure out what the heck happened. Like, how was I on a boat, circumnavigating, right? Who knows? I had a beard down to my knees when I woke up. Beard was so long that there was a bird that built a nest in there. Yeah! And they were little chicklings, and they're there feeding, like, the little chickies a worm. And I woke up. Oh, what are you doing? I went like this. I smacked the birds out of my What are you doing to my beard? That's my beard. My beard isn't a freaking nest for you and your chickies. I smacked the heck out of those birds. They gotta go somewhere else, okay? Wait a minute. That was the only life I've seen beside the vultures. I can't believe I smacked them away instead of sauteed them. It would have been a much better use of their existence. So anyway, well, look, I can't always get everything right. I got the don't take the shot thing right, but I can't get the whole smack the nest of little chicklings that you could have as food since you're on this planet with nothing anymore, no human, nothing. I messed up on that one, sorry. I made a mistake, smacking the hell out of that mama bird and all the little chickies. It's a bad thing. Should have sauteed them. Dang it. That was a really, what a Dumbo, right? I know. But look, maybe I'll come across somebody else, another thing that's alive, and I could bash it and eat that. You know, I mean, what do you do when you're the last man? And you think you're at the top of the food chain, right? You see something, you better bat the heck out of it with something. It's either you or them at that point. Oh no, my brother's gonna come help me. My cousin Fritzy. Your cousin Fritzy died in 22 when he did the thing. You're all alone now. It's you or Snapping Turtle. What are we doing? You're gonna let Snapping Turtle take off your left arm? No, ma'am. My Aunt Joss, she's coming over to help. She's not. You're all alone now, buddy. You better take out a stick. You better find a hammer. You better go swimming at the bottom of this ravine here and see what's down there, because obviously they found this stupid freaking fuel sign. Like, that was just the Big Apple thing from Shea Stadium. We know that. Where did you get the fuel sign? Conrad. Yeah. Conrad with his swimming skills. Oh, I was on the Olympic team. Conrad was on the What did you get? I got a bronze. You got a bronze? Oh my goodness. You should have just not even been on the Olympic team. You got a bronze? Jeez. You know, it's like, you're going to come here on Shackland and you're going to brag about your bronze medal for swimming the relays? Whoa, yeah, I was in the relays. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness, this is unbelievable. I used to swim in the kiddie pool. You know, I'm in the relays. Conrad, look, I gotta give him one thing. He found the freaking letters, right? I mean, so, I don't know. I mean, I'm torn. I want to rip Conrad a new one, but then he did find the stupid letters, right? But it was a bronze, right? I mean, you get it. I was on the Olympic team. What did you even say that for? Just say you used to swim. I'm a good swimmer. Just say that. If you got a gold, okay. I was on the Olympic team. That I get. Goldish, look at you. You're good. You got gold over there. Bronze? Kind of like whatever about that. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean, right? This guy. I don't know. That was just like a silly thing. But they did allow him to take the position swim steward. Down to the bottom, found the F-U-E and the L. And it works. It works, you know. But again, bragging about the bronze wouldn't have gone there if I was. That's just not me. I wouldn't have done that. Anyway, I think I'm going to lay down here and take a nap. This is kind of my sleeping quarters. I've been getting my 9 to, I guess you'd call it 5:21 a.m. when the freaking sun comes out. Oh, man, you can't get away from the sun. I'm here, and then I'm like, oh, let me go under the stupid freaking tarp. That tarp is see-through. Yeah, when the sun starts beating down, right through the tarp, right into my face. I've had enough. I don't want to be marooned on Shackland. Can somebody come, like, just from another planet, please? Or maybe somebody was smart enough not to take the thing too, and they're doing this. Every time I go this far, like, they're over here. Oh, I'm going to keep going looking for somebody. And this person's over here looking for me, right? And they keep going around. You know what? Maybe being here on Shackland, they'll find me. Maybe I should just hang out for a little bit here and not go anywhere. Because there's a chance that somebody may come and visit me here, right? That's what we're hoping for. And honestly, that does sound like the perfect third episode of Waterworld. So let's look forward to that. I'm going to take a nap now. And remember that if you happen to catch this message, because I'm putting it out, I have it out on Restream. It's going everywhere. It's just nobody's alive anymore, so I have a feeling that nobody's seeing it. It's just me talking to myself here. Shackland. Anyway, that's, I think, good enough for the day. I'll see ya. Oh, goodness. What are you doing? I'm trying to take a nap. Go, get out of here now. I want to try to get my 9 to 5:14. The freaking sun comes coming out, popping out of my stupid eyes. Oh my goodness. Are you guys still there? What are you doing? I want some privacy. This is the other problem here with Shackland. I can't get any privacy. I'm here, I'm like, look, okay, maybe I'll be able to get some Nafaroos, because nobody's going to be watching in when I sleep. I don't want to be watching when I sleep, Truman Show. Oh, look, I'm going to be sleeping. That's what you're doing? Wow. Wow. I'm just going to stay up all day and just do my pacing then. Let's see how long you stay. 9,364. 1,367. You know I'll be here all day. Guys, that next tier up is only just like 3 ladders up. I'm like, boom, 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 and I'm up there. Look, I was able to climb on up to this kind of upper tier to get a look out over the harbor. Still no life anywhere in sight. A couple statues down there on the pier, and I came over to check out the fuel cell. Nothing in there, just some water. That's a cruel joke. Yeah, I'm like, okay, great, I'll get a little bit of fuel for my old 250 horsepower engine on the back of my getup, and of course, nothing inside there but water. And I did find an old skeleton as well, which was off-putting. Anyway, look, I'm still here trying to figure out if there's a way off of this segment of the shack part of this world. I call this Shack World. And it's nothing that you really want to write home about. Nothing to eat. Water in the fuel cell. And that's like a tarp over there. I don't even know where the hell that came from. But look, I'm gonna just bide my time here. My new 5 to 10 foot walk is this way. I'm here. Look, check it. There we go. I'm doing all right today. Look at that. It's a little hot. Wish I had some sunscreen, but that's something that you're not afforded when you're the last man on Waterworld. Look, all I know is this. We've kind of understood and come to the conclusion how we are in this position now. Last man on Waterworld. There was the old shottaroo that some people decided to take. By some, I mean everybody but me. And I'm the last one left. That's it. Figured it out. 1, 2, 3. ABC. Gets you to the actual conclusion. Everybody's like, oh, well, let's follow the science. The freaking science was there. Everybody's like, oh, well, maybe that's just not the science. Maybe we're pretending it's the science when it really isn't the science. Science is the science. Statistics are the statistics. Oh, well, this one did. He married a motorcycle bike. He went over, he died that way, but we're going to say he died this way. That's not real. That one wasn't real. Couple things happened too. A guy in New York put people inside nursing home. Just saying. Things went down that could have gone completely different, and we would be in a different position where potentially I'd be here on Waterworld, on Shack World here, and I would actually have someone to speak to. Instead of the vultures waiting until I die. That's the only thing I've got. Vultures. You know how sick I am hearing that? All freaking day. All freaking day. I gotta listen to the... They're gonna get me. Any suggestions would be really appreciated, but unfortunately there's nobody out there. Talking to myself. If I didn't talk to myself, I'd have nobody to talk to at all. That's the truth there. So at least I got that. I got that going for me. You know what I mean? Like, people, one day someone may come from a different planet. They come down here and like, oh, this is cool, Shackland. I'm gonna put a big freaking sign out there, Shackland. And when people come here from an outer space, a planet from far, far away, they come down here to Shackland. They see the stupid fuel cell. And they're like, hey, look at this cool place, Shackland. Wow, that's really awesome. I'm dead. I'm over there, like vulture. They got my eyes. But at least they'll know that this was called Shackland. And look, I'll leave a little note. Last man decided to buck the system, the trend. Didn't go for the old, like, propaganda films that were being put at me. Hey, you're a loser, idiot fool. You don't trust science? No, I don't trust your video, and no, I guess I don't trust science because the statistics and the science are telling me something that you're telling me isn't really true. And then I'm looking at you like someone's lying. Is it you or the science? You told me to follow science, but the science is telling me that you're a liar. I'm sorry. It's kind of where we are and why I'm all alone on Waterworld. So, anyway, I guess I'm just going to deal with the blisters. I'm going to sit here. I may take a swim in that fuel cell. Go down there and see if there's anything hiding below the water. Sometimes you get lucky. I'm not sure what that means in a water fuel cell with a dead skeleton body in there, but I'll give anything a shot at this point. I am sitting here on freaking Waterworld. All by myself. Marooned. They got me with that whole, hey, come to Shackland, only $2 per month. I was like, that's cool, I can come up with that. $2 a month, that's a place, there are people there. You get into the harbor, all of a sudden, biggity boo, marooned. Now I'm here, Shackland, all alone. And Shackland was like when you went to Wally World, when you were in the movie with Chevy, you know what I mean? And they got there like, Wally World! They got there, Wally World was closed for the summer. They were doing renovations. You didn't check that out, Chevy Chase? You couldn't go and see if they were open? If you can go and get a room prior? Maybe if you can get that family pass so you can go on all the rides, right? No, I'm just gonna pop the old family in the car. Come on, Griswolds, let's go. You're on the way down. Aunt Jot dies on the way. You throw her on the roof. You're going, all of a sudden the car jumps over 50 feet in the air. Yeah, you get there eventually, right? To Wally World, you pull up there. Nobody's there but John Candy, right? Yeah, I know, it was a weird thing. But that's what I got. I'm like, wow, maybe I'm gonna see John Candy there. I pull up on the boat, no John Candy, marooned on the island. By island, I mean Shackland. Somehow we're floating here on planet Waterworld, Earth. So what I got going on. That's my Thursday. What are you doing? Like, what's going on in your world, in your neck of the universe? Because I know there's nobody out there here on planet Earth world. What the hell am I talking about now? It's water world here. It was Earth, but then something happened while I was passed out on that boat. I still don't know what happened. Into the sunset. Ah, water world. Sometimes we have to remind ourselves of the silly things that we do here. So guys, tomorrow we do it all over. Day 967. 68 in a row, I believe. Holy cow, we're getting closer and closer. Let's see, I'll tell you right now which one it is. Tomorrow's day 967 in a row. So make sure you spread the word. I will see you at 10 o'clock. We'll be dropping something tomorrow. We have that Christopher Walken comedy bit. We still have Dr. Wayne Doppler and a few other songs on the phone here. So if I get anything done, I'll upload it for tomorrow. Probably be around 2 or 3 o'clock. So, until tomorrow when we do it all over again, I just want to say goodnight to each and every one of you. So if you're here, say goodnight or forever hold your peace. And tomorrow, I hope you have a great day. So, fam, friends, Sig Sauer, my brother, appreciate you, pal. Thank you so much. Everybody else who had a chance to pop in tonight, I appreciate you. I look forward to tomorrow when we do it all over again. Until then, it's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance, man. Good night, D. Thanks for coming by. Sig, I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.